What's going on, everybody? It's Jimmy Perry here from powerlifting.website, your go-to resource for all beginning powerlifting information. And forgive me right now for this low energy, but I am kind of tired. But I'm going to do this video because I like to do these videos and to write articles, and I love powerlifting. So, hey, why not keep going? You don't stop anyway. So, that's the point. Today, I'm here to answer a question that I had because I wanted to make... who doesn't want to make money doing stuff you love? This is a question I had, and this is a question that other people have had, so I decided to answer it. And it is it possible to make income from powerlifting? Yeah, maybe. That's the answer. Yes. It depends on how driven you are and how bad you want it. That's with anything, though. Now, in the words of Dave Tate, the owner of Elite FTS and a world famous powerlifter, there is no money in strongman, bodybuilding, or powerlifting. All the money is in, the only money in those sports comes from the elite level athletes. Like, those are the people who make money. And then the people who can think and take control of their own income and who actually have something to offer of value to other companies. But that's something I'm going to get into. So, I want you to understand exactly why there's no money in powerlifting and just in competing, like for prize money and stuff like that. First off, I'm pretty sure, and I'm going to research this and put it in the post so you guys know, but I'm pretty sure to hit a world record, when you hit a world record in powerlifting or anything, the payout is like $5,000. Now, that may seem like a lot of money, but I want you to think about this. How long do you think it'll take you to build up the strength and whatever to hit that world record? How long do you think you have to? How much work do you think you have to put in? If you're taking like a year, and I'm sure to hit world record numbers, that's a lifetime of work. Like it takes a long time. So to hit world record numbers, you're spending years to do that work, right? And then you're getting a $5,000 check after years of work. You might as well get a job if that's the goal, because it's not basically only powerlifter you love powerlifting, but that's like the end of the post. Sorry, that's just like a spoiler. Like, don't do it if you don't like to do it. If you wouldn't do it for fun, don't do it, because if it's just for money, you're not making anything. Another example, at the 2017 Arnold's Festival, there was a $42,000 cash prize, but it was now there's the kicker. It was like split up between like a bunch of different weight classes, totals, and between the men and women's divisions, and then age groups and stuff like that, and heaviest split. It was like it's basically no individual prize touched over $2,000, which is saying that another reason why you shouldn't get into it if it's just for money. If it's just for money, $2,000 isn't not even enough to pay for your ticket out there. So you're wasting your time. Like if it's just for that. So basically, and that's the next header in the article, you likely spend more money getting there than you will at the actual competition. And what if you don't even win the competition? You're basically just it's more of a, like, you're not going to make any money. You're basically just losing money at that point. If it's for money, but I don't think anybody should do anything just for money unless they need to do it. So where is the actual money at? Well, there's a couple ways to make money. It just depends on how creative you are. But first, there is sponsorships, and then a few other ways. I'm going to give examples of those in the article. So go to the article if you want to see those. But first, we're going to talk about sponsorships. If you've ever seen like Brian Shaw or Eddie Hall or any Mr. Olympia guy, or anybody who's up there with a huge following, wearing another brand, like I think Brian Shaw, he has like that Redcon 1, and that's a popular supplements and athletic gear brand. I'm pretty sure he's sponsored by them. Because he has a huge following. He has millions of thousands of subscribers on YouTube. He probably has a huge following on Instagram, social media. So for him to wear another company's clothing, it's profitable for that company. Because you got to think about it. Even if, say he has 1 million followers on Instagram, right? I don't know how many followers. I'm not on Instagram like that, but he has 1 million followers on Instagram, and when he posts like something, he has a 5% conversion rate. And say the clothing article that he sells to that, or that he posts, that he's marketing to his followers is worth, it costs what, $50, right? And he has a 5% conversion rate out of 1 million followers. How much money do you think that is? That's $50,000. That's 50,000 people, sorry. And then times $50. So that company just made $2,500,000 off of Brian Shaw marketing their products to his Instagram following. You have to be profitable. It has to be profitable for the company to invest in you. So now I'm gonna give it to you in another way. So, and this is not my words exact. Well, the other example is my words, but this is Dave Tate's example because he actually owns Elite FTS and he sponsors athletes, right? So you have to consider the actual company's profit margins. And most companies on average have a 5% profit margin. He used a generous 10% profit margin, but you have to consider exactly how much the company is going to make when they're sponsoring you. So if you go and say, hey, give me $2,000 and I'm going to do this, this, and this for you, or I'm going to sell this much product for you, you have to be able, it has to, that $2,000 have to give them a return on investment. So if they have a 30,000 or if they have a 5% conversion rate, so you want to consider the company's actual profit margins also before you actually go and ask the company anything, any type of money for a sponsorship. You have to consider first, a company has an average profit margin for a company is 5%. And when Dave Tate spoke about this, he said it was 10%. He used 10%, but that's generous. Average retail companies' profit margins is 5%. So you have to consider the return on investment that they're gonna get when they sponsor you. If you're asking for $2,000, $3,000 a month, you have to consider how much product you're actually, or how large your following is going to be, or your following needs to be in order to sell enough product to get that return on investment. In the example I used earlier, if Brian Shaw has 1 million followers on any social media, then whatever they give him, they're gonna whatever dollar amount they give him, they're gonna profit off of. Why? Because he's bringing in tons of money. So if you're asking for $3,000 to $4,000 a month, you need to be selling enough product for them to recoup that $3,000 to $4,000, so that there's not a negative cash flow. They don't want to just give money out and not get anything back. So you gotta be able to give them that $3,000 to $4,000 plus a return. So what would that look like? Well, if their profit margin is 5%, then let's say if it's 10%, if they have a 10% profit margin and you're asking for $3,000 a month, then you need to generate $30,000 in sales for them, and that's not even with the return on investment included. So you got to just make sure you consider that. Now, it has to be a strategic partnership, so you need to make sure that whatever you're giving back, whatever you're asking for, they're actually getting something in return. So if you're asking for equipment, why would they just give you protein or free protein supplements and not, you ask for a year's worth of protein supplements and I'm just going to market your products, right? Why would they give you a year's worth of protein supplements and you have 100 subscribers on your YouTube channel and 1,000 followers on Instagram? They're losing money. It doesn't make sense. So consider what you offer to the company before you ask for anything. So in the article also mentioned that you have to consider you want to know exactly how it becomes, what you need to do, the exact steps you need to take in order to become a sponsored athlete. And I researched them and then I outlined them in the article. First, you need to know what you should be offering. Obviously, if you're asking for a product or ask for anything that's going to cost money, you need to have a following that can give them a return on investment. 2, if you don't have that following, you need to build your audience. You need to make sure you have enough people, you can reach enough people for them to actually sell product. So, I mean, that's just because you don't have it now, that doesn't mean that you can start working on it to, or working on it and developing it so that you can go out and become a sponsored athlete. 3, what are you looking for in a sponsorship? If you're looking for free supplements, mention that. If you're looking for free art or clothing, mention that. If you're looking for money, mention that. You have to, when you go to them, when you step to them to ask for something, you need to know exactly what you want. You got to be, what's the word? Have to make you have to have your mind made up, basically. Or as if you want to travel, if you want them to pay for your traveling expenses, you need to know exactly like what you want. You have to say that to them instead of just saying, "Hey, I'll take what you want." No one likes a person who's indecisive. It's annoying. So then you have to know who you want to contact or who you have to contact. Most large companies are either going to have a PR firm or a marketing person that you can talk to, who you can sell or talk to in order to get that sponsorship. And that would usually be like, say if it's Elite FTS, this is just an example. I'm not owner of Elite FTS. I'm not affiliated with them in any way. But if it's Elite FTS, it'll be like PR at EliteFTS.com or marketing at EliteFTS.com. It's usually that simple. Obviously, you want to look on their website, and they'll make it clear on their website, who you have to contact. So you just look on there and make sure you just reach out to them. And then if it's a small business, usually the owner is in the store. Like most small businesses that I've seen, at least, and it makes sense. Most small businesses, the owner wants, they're going to be in the store at all times because that's their baby. They have a huge investment in that company. They're going to want to know. They're going to want to play a critical role in its success. You get what I'm saying? So you just go in there, you talk to them, you build a rapport with them, and then you tell them what you do and how exactly that you want to be sponsored and that you have something to offer to them. You come to them with the stuff that you've already locked details. So you want to know exactly hold on. You want to tell them the size of your audience. You want to know what you're going to offer, and then you're going to know exactly what you need, and you come to them after you have all of that. And then the last step was basically just reach out. Like, it's not just after you have everything. If you just waiting at that point, it's like you don't want it and you're scared. Don't be scared. Just go out. You don't know until you try. Now, if you don't want to be a sponsored athlete, and you can be a sponsored athlete and do this, but you can take control of your situation. If you have a YouTube following, I know that it's possible to make money on social media, YouTube, so just leverage that. If you have a following, you can sell your own products. You can, make protein supplement or pre-workout protein supplements. Just, you gotta be creative and take control of your own situation. People write books. Like, just leverage your skills. And use other things like other methods of delivery. Like, just be creative and be definite. Like, be a person of action. If you want something, you have to go get it. You're a powerlifter. I'm assuming you want it, so you got to go get it. So in conclusion, you have a couple options. You can either try and be a sponsored athlete, or you can take control of your own situation. It all depends on how hungry you are and how much you want it. If you like this channel or you like this video, don't forget to like and don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you want to keep seeing this new content that I'll be creating. And yeah, see you next time. Peace.